want my side of the story to be heard.
Addressing accusations, why a former pharmacy tech was arrested in Galesburg, and why she's saying it's all a big misunderstanding.
And asking for help, how much money is still needed to reach a big goal for one of the biggest races and organizations here in the Quad Cities.
And we also have some wet weather in your forecast as we head to your weekend. I'll let you know which day will be the driest out of the two coming up.
Live from WQAD, this is News 8's Good Morning Quad Cities.
Good morning, welcome. It is Friday, June 10th. I'm Julie Sisk.
And I'm Jonathan Ketz. Thanks for joining us. Well, the Board of Trustees for Western Illinois University will be taking a vote today on whether to cut 4 academic programs.
It's a decision being made based on enrollment, but it comes during a time of financial difficulties. News 8's Jared Ransom joins us live in Moline with more on the motivation behind why these cuts are happening right now. Jared.
Hi, Julie, John. Yes, this is actually the second day that the Board of Trustees will be meeting right here at the Quad Cities campus for Western Illinois. And this morning, they're going to be taking a vote on whether to cut 4 different programs based on low enrollment numbers. Now, the board is going to decide on whether to keep or cut these 4 programs: African American Studies, Philosophy, Religious Studies, and Women's Studies, which all have anywhere between 7 and 17 people declaring those as a major. Now, this vote would cut the programs from both the Macomb and Quad Cities campuses and will lead to a change in staffing, whether it's reassigning professors to other programs or cutting faculty positions altogether. Now, even though there is a battle to get funding from the state for the university officials say these cuts are not connected to money.
We have been talking on campus for several years that we needed to look at our lower enrolled programs, make sure we had the right faculty resources in the right places. And so it's more coincidental timing than anything that we also have this situation, this budget impasse.
Now, Newman says that if the board does vote to cut these programs, they would go into effect the 2017-2018 school year. And as for the students in the programs right now, the university is set to work with them to put them on the right path to graduation. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Jared. The board will also look into ways of funding key educational programs if the Illinois budget impasse continues. Illinois Comptroller Leslie Munger says without a new budget agreement, the state will again stop paying lottery winners as of July 1st. After a budget was not passed last year, Illinois had to stop paying lottery winners who won more than $25,000. By the end of the year, the state couldn't pay winners who won $600. Comptroller Munger says she will not be able to issue checks from the state if there is no budget in place.
Well, how hot will the weather conditions be for later on today? Let's get the latest check the forecast right now with meteorologist Kelsey Woodard in for Eric again this morning. Hi there, Kelsey.
Hi, Jonathan. We're going to see a hot day today. Already seeing a warm start to your day and a lot of humidity out there already. Expect that to increase as we head throughout your afternoon. 68 degrees is your current temperature. Winds moving in from your south at 7 miles an hour. Plenty of sunshine out there. Our daytime highs, or current temperatures, I should say, in the low 70s to upper 60s to start things off this morning. As we move throughout your day today, we'll see temperatures climb to the low 90s, even the mid 90s in some of our hometowns. Factor in humidity, it's going to feel more like the upper 90s today. So a very hot day is ahead of us. I'll let you know how long this heat wave will stick around, and we'll see the cooler air roll right back in coming up.
Kelsey, thank you. A Galesburg woman charged with stealing prescription pills from the pharmacy where she worked says she is innocent. Lindy Wagner was charged in February, accused of stealing nearly 500 Adderall pills from the Walgreens off East Main Street. She says she was doing what she was told, though, testing the new hire to make sure that they were counting the pills. Wagner admits she did have some medication on her the day she was arrested, but it was for her and not to sell to other people.
I just want people to know that I didn't do it, so maybe when they see me, they won't automatically just assume, hey, there's a drug dealer, or, hey, she sold drugs, because I never did any of that stuff, but I was guilty instantly.
Wagner says that she's not sure if she'll agree to a plea deal that would drop the theft charges if she pleads guilty to a misdemeanor possession charge. A former Muscatine police officer accused of sexually assaulting a woman while on duty has been found guilty. Tim Tovar has been found guilty of raping an intoxicated woman after an arrest. Tovar testified the sex was consensual, but prosecutors say Sherry Martin, the Davenport woman who was offered a ride by Tovar, was impaired and out of it when he preyed on her and lied about it to investigators. Tovar faces a mandatory 10 years in prison.
A Quad City program is trying to keep up with the efforts of school districts to feed children all summer long. The director of the Quad Cities Area Children's Food Program says that the group is in charge of 36 different meal sites that feed 1,700 children a day. Now they plan to start working through the summer to make sure that kids eat while they are not in school. They won't be alone, though. Many school districts have programs on a small scale to feed those children in need.
We know that 1 in 5 children in Iowa struggle with hunger, so there's definitely a need in our area and all throughout Iowa to have summer feeding programs. So it's just nice for parents to be able to bring their children in if they are struggling with those needs.
Most of these programs are funded by the federal government, and most will run until the end of June.
Registration is still open for those who are wanting to help save lives by either walking or running in the annual Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure. Teams are offered special awards each and every year, so this has become one of the biggest fundraising efforts for the Susan G. Komen Foundation. But they are still in need of help with donations. As of this morning, the organization has only raised $29,600 out of the $100,000 goal needed.
Result, you're not in it for a time, you're just here to get that cure, to get those funds raised, and to just be with your fellow people who care about the same thing.
If you still plan to participate, you can still register online until 7 p.m. tonight. The Race for the Cure starts at 7 tomorrow morning.
Well, Mardi Gras in the district is returning this weekend as Gumbo Ya-Ya kicks off for its 24th year. It's the first event of the summer season for the District of Rock Island, and it transforms into a replica of the French Quarter. Along with New Orleans jazz and Louisiana music, you could taste a little bit of the Big Easy with gumbo, red beans, and rice, and turkey legs as well. Admission for one night is $9, and for 2 nights it is $14.
Now, your local traffic report, only on News 8's Good Morning Quad Cities.
It's 6:37 right now, time for Total Travel, and we want to give you a live look and show you the traffic out there right now on I-74. You can see the sun is shining. Traffic not bad here in the construction zone before the I-74 bridge. So far, so good in both directions. We haven't seen any real problems.
Keyword so far.
Yeah.
Right. Still ahead right here on Good Morning Quad Cities, uniting together.
What many Democratic and some Republican lawmakers are saying about Donald Trump's recent comments about a federal judge.
And we do have some extreme temperatures on the way as early as this afternoon. They will get to you into your weekend. I'll let you know how hot things could get coming up.
You're watching Good Morning Quad Cities on